Well, we've got one dog at my house, and Mary, she's a handful. I mean, could you imagine
stories.
how some of these people manage with multiple dogs, 2, 3, 4 dogs?
If you've tried to keep the peace to no avail, you might look for help from professionals. The Nebraska Humane Society's multiple dog class could be the ticket.
Cathy Guinane is a pet behavior specialist. Good to see you, Cathy.
Good morning.
Who did you bring in today?
This is Loopy. Loopy's a border terrier mix. She's about 11 years old. Get your face over there. She has more energy than, she doesn't act 11 at all. She loves to walk. Her owner had to go to a nursing home, so was not able to continue taking care of her. She has a couple medical issues, but it's not stopping her.
Well, I don't know. Here, can I have a snack? And I'm going to try my best to turn her around a little bit so our viewers can see her sweet face. Come here, baby. Come here. Let him see you. Does she have anything where you would say no small kids? She needs to have a bigger yard.
She's 11, so probably, you know, kids who are pretty stable on their feet. I don't know if we put like a 12 and up or 10 and up.
Yeah.
Just because if she's 11, if they fell on her, she could get hurt.
Well, who do you think would be a
She's so
good
sweet.
fit for her?
Even people who wanted to walk her, because she's a good walking dog. She can't go, you know, she's not a running dog, but she would love to go for walks. She's very curious. She wants to be part of what's going on.
Do you want to be friends?
So, you know, a semi-active family, not constant motion, but she'll be real happy to curl up and hang with you too, I think.
Would she be good with families who already have a dog? Because that's one of the things we're talking about is families that got multiple dogs, and you guys have this class.
We do.
You're going to cover with.
Well,
that.
and she is good with other dogs, but she's 11, so you know a puppy's probably not going to be the best fit because it's going to be far more agile than she is. But another dog that's closer to her age, that's a little more mellow, probably a really good match.
What do you cover in your class for people who do have more than one dog at home?
We do cover, number one, doing the basics because they've learned how to do that, but then how do you do the basics together? You know, if I have my dogs in front of me, I want everybody to sit when I ask for a sit. Teaching them how to stay in a place together at the same time, learning to call one away while the others hold their position.
Mealtime, that's
mealtime.
There's a lot of competitive spirit that can happen when food's out.
Oh, absolutely. So we teach people how to manage that so that you have control of the situation and everybody knows. Plus, it's a great training opportunity for dogs. And that keeps them from kind of just rushing into a food bowl, which is kind of rude.
Dogs do really well with other dogs. They're a pack animal, right?
They are.
And
for the most part, they like other dogs.
Yeah, but when you're in a household setting, you want your dogs to be able to behave, do what you want them to do, and train them properly. And that can be difficult in this pack mentality.
It very much can be. And I mean, you have somebody come to your house, you don't want 4 dogs running up and greeting them and jumping on them.
Yeah.
You know, it's one thing if you have a little tiny thing that does that, it's still not polite, but if you have a bunch of them doing it, it's pretty overwhelming. It's not a very welcoming thing.
That's one specialty class, but you have others.
We do.
Like?
Fearful dog class for those dogs that are very afraid of things. We teach people how to move through that. And how do you help those dogs get through and live life comfortably, and you also.
The drop-in class.
Drop-in class we put in for people who have like hospital workers who can't maybe commit to a 6-week class. So we're there every Tuesday. We put the basics in. And then we'll gear it to what they're looking for also in the last part of class.
Junior handler, that's for the younger members of the family to learn how to...
10 to 13-year-olds, they get to come to class. Their parents have to bring them and help them. We have them come in and get them situated. But all the dogs go on a tie down so that we have an extra. They can use 2 hands. Yeah, that's kind of hard for kids.
Yeah, what's the Owly Growly class?
That's for those dogs that are a little bit reactive to things. People, dogs, you know. And we work with people on how can you do that so you can take a walk with your dog so you can, you know, live life comfortably, have guests come to your house.
One of the things I was most intrigued by, and it was brand new to me in preparing for your visit, was the Canine Good Citizen. And this is from the AKC.
It is.
What are the requirements for that?
They have to have a basic class under their belt. And then what we do, there are 10 different test items that they have to perform. From being able to walk nicely on a leash and not just going straight. They have to make turns and stop, and can the dog keep the leash loose? Can they greet someone politely without jumping, allow that person to pet them, etc.? Can they greet a person, can you and your dog greet a person without the person talking to your dog?
You have a whole checklist.
There are 10 things on the thing.
And then do they get some kind of certificate?
They do.
It's a designation that they get.
They do. They can send in for a certificate. The dogs that fall under all our ordinances, they can also then become a breed ambassador. They get to get a vest instead of muzzle.
All the class information for the Nebraska Humane Society is on your website.
It is.
Anyhumanesociety.org, or you can just give them a call at 402-444-7800.
Adoptions open up
Cathy Guinane.
at noon.
At noon.
In case you want to meet
Loopy
Loopy.
will be there.
Thanks, Cathy.